I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
Take this Uyghur flag, you son of a...
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
If it cause of worship, the God will not divide in three, as you claim. If he function in one, why say one? I mean, you are really mentally suffering, because God, if he cannot be three and one at the same time, then he cannot be God, because nothing is impossible to God. You, Muhammadan, your logic is very silly. When we say God Almighty, and then you say God cannot be doing that, that means God cannot be God. Who are you to tell God what he can be, what he cannot? What one part function? Who told you that Christianity believes in parts? And who told you that God is divided? Very silly. Secondly, if you are saying to me God cannot come as a man, that means God cannot be a God too, because the God who cannot do something, obviously he cannot be God. Who can stop God from coming as a man, you or me? Or maybe his ability. However, you are a fool like the rest of them. You're a prophet, he got you busted. Your God Allah is a man. And he looked like the fake Messiah, the Antichrist. He's fat, he's short, and he have a big ass. And this is your prophet describing him. And this is Sahih. The only difference between the look of the true Allah and the false Allah, which is the Antichrist, which is a man, is one eye. So those ignorant, they do not know their religion. They are just copy-paste. They do not know Christianity, what we believe. They do not know their religion. I never saw a Muslim, by the way. He knows what he's talking about. Do you see it? What is the difference between the true Allah and the man who is coming to say, I am the Messiah? This guy is a man. He is a man. And why Muhammad is so afraid that they will be confused? Confused about what? If the guy, he is a man, why they will think he's Allah? Because Allah is a man too. And both of them, they are fat and short. And this is Sahih Hadith, as you see. They can't say this is weak and this garbage. Sahih. Now, what the Muslim, they will respond to this, they will say, CP, this Hadith is reported by Shuraih, by Potato, by Bajejo, by Khalid, by Tom Tom, by Mickey Mouse. And everybody knows that Mickey Mouse, he lie. Everybody knows. What the heck? They have to find a way to escape it. And Christian Prince is lying. This is your website. This is your hadith. It says this is authentic. It's a lie, brother. Christian Prince is lying to you. This is not authentic. So why your website is authentic? They're lying too. Everybody lying in this world, you know. When it's come to Islam, everybody is a liar. The Muslims, they are liars. Because when they say to you, it is weak. They are saying to you that there's some Muslims, they lie about what the Prophet said. How you can trust this religion? If the believers of Islam, they are liars about what their Prophet said, what is left? You see, every single name mentioned here, those are not normal people. Those are the highest. Correct? If I want to quote for you a story that Jesus said, I have to quote somebody he mentioned, and I want to trust what he said. Otherwise, why I want to mention that Jesus says so? As an example, I will not quote Muhammad saying Jesus said so, because Muhammad is not trustworthy for me. And Muhammad was not even in the time of Jesus. And I forgot something. This guy in his video, he said that At-Tabari, or not this guy, this is different idiot.